Alright, Vikings Nation, let's keep the momentum going. The signing of Xavier Valade is just the tip of the iceberg. Across the league, there's chatter about the Commanders shopping their running back Brian Robinson Jr. And yeah, that's raising eyebrows. After a solid 799 rushing yards last season, Robinson's future is up in the air. And Coach Dan Quinn's cryptic, "lots of moving parts" comment has us all wondering, could the Vikings be in the market for another RB? Imagine Robinson joining forces with Aaron Jones. Talk about a dynamic duo. What's your take on this potential trade? Let's zoom in on Robinson's situation. The Commanders didn't play him in their preseason game against the Bengals, which screams trade bait. This guy's a tough runner, 797 yards as a rookie despite recovering from a carjacking injury, and 733 yards plus 368 receiving yards in 2023. With a $3.4 million salary in the final year of his rookie deal, he's an affordable asset. Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah loves making savvy moves. Could he pull the trigger on this? Let us know in the comments if you'd love to see Robinson in purple. Here's the kicker. The Commanders' backfield is crowded with Austin Ekeler and others, so Robinson might be the odd man out. For the Vikings, adding a proven runner like him could take pressure off J.J. McCarthy, who's already turning heads in camp. Speaking of McCarthy, his mobility is back in full force after last year's meniscus injury, and he's not shying away from scrambling. Could a guy like Robinson give him the support he needs to shine? Hit that like button if you're hyped for our QB1's big year. Switching gears, let's talk about something stirring up some heat around the NFL. Male cheerleaders. Yup, you heard that right. The Vikings have proudly welcomed male cheerleaders to their 2025 squad, joining 12 other NFL teams breaking the mold. Despite some pushback from critics like former kicker Jay Feely and Congressman Clay Higgins, the Vikings are standing tall, saying their cheerleaders, male and female, are selected for talent and passion. How do you feel about this, Vikings Nation? Are we cheering for inclusivity or sticking to tradition? The Vikings statement was crystal clear. Their cheerleaders, including guys like Blaise Shiek, are here to elevate the game day vibe. With 1/3 of NFL teams now featuring male cheerleaders, this isn't just a trend. It's a movement. Shiek even took a playful jab at the haters on social media, waving his golden pom-poms with pride. Picture this at US Bank Stadium. A diverse, high-energy cheer squad hyping up the crowd. Drop a comment. Does this get you pumped for game days? Now let's address the critics. Some, like Feely, argue this is about replacing women in sports, but others, like Fox Sports' Joy Taylor, call it outrage over nothing. The Vikings emphasize that their cheerleaders go through the same rigorous auditions, ensuring only the best make the cut. With the season approaching, will this inclusive approach make our game day experience even more electric? Let's hear your thoughts, and don't forget to share this video with your fellow Skull fans. Back to the gridiron, J.J. McCarthy is stealing the show at training camp, and his latest performance against the Patriots defense was straight up electric. According to Vikings.com, McCarthy completed 16 of 19 passes in 11 on 11 drills, including 5 touchdowns with 0 picks. ESPN's Kevin Seifert called it his sharpest practice yet, with McCarthy dropping dimes to Aaron Jones and Jordan Addison. Are you ready to see our QB1 light it up in the regular season? What's your bold prediction for his rookie year? McCarthy's growth is no accident. Head coach Kevin O'Connell is in his ear, coaching him up in real time, helping him master those tight window throws. After a meniscus injury derailed his 2024 season, McCarthy's back with a vengeance, showing off his arm and his legs. One highlight, a slick scramble where he darted between pass rushers and dove for a touchdown. Vikings fans, is this the dual-threat QB we've been waiting for? Drop your hype level in the comments. The vibes at TCO Performance Center are unreal, but not every day is perfect. Posts on X noted McCarthy had a rough practice earlier in camp, with some incompletions and a fumbled snap. That's just growing pains, right? With O'Connell's guidance and a stacked offense featuring Justin Jefferson, T.J. Hockenson, and Jordan Addison, McCarthy's got the tools to succeed. How confident are you in our young signal caller? Let's get that Skull chant going in the comments. Let's talk about the offensive line, because it's a big deal for protecting our shiny new QB. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah went all in this offseason, signing veterans Ryan Kelly and Will Fries from Indy and drafting rookie guard Donovan Jackson. Jackson made jaws drop in joint practices, pancaking two Patriots DBs on a screen pass that sprung Aaron Jones for a 65-yard TD. Can this revamped O-line keep McCarthy upright and open lanes for our backs? What's your take, Vikings Nation? The interior line was a weak spot last year, with Sam Darnold taking too many hits. Kelly, a four-time Pro Bowler, and Fries bring experience, but both are coming off injuries, and star tackle Christian Darrisaw is recovering from a knee issue. If these guys stay healthy, we could have one of the league's best lines. Imagine McCarthy with time to throw to Jefferson and Addison. Pure magic. Drop a comment. How big of an upgrade is this O-line? There's some concern about depth, though. If injuries hit, the second stringers might struggle. Jackson's a beast, but he's still a rookie, and the backups need to prove themselves. With the preseason winding down, every rep counts. Will the Vikings O-line be the backbone of our offense, or are we one injury away from trouble? Share your thoughts, and let's keep the purple pride alive. The defense is turning heads too, and it's giving McCarthy a run for his money. In one full pads practice, Brian Flores' unit swarmed the offense, with Jonathan Greenid, Jonathan Allen, and Dallas Turner wreaking havoc. Turner, a 2024 first-rounder, sacked McCarthy and nearly picked off a pass. Is this defense ready to dominate the NFC North? Who's your early pick for defensive MVP? Greenid, coming off a 12-sack Pro Bowl season, is looking even better, and Flores' creative schemes are keeping the offense guessing. Safety Josh Metellus called it a swarming force, and CBS Sports noted they dominated team drills. But here's the catch. With Justin Jefferson nursing minor hamstring tightness, the offense was at a disadvantage. Should we be worried about the O? Or is this just the D showing off? Let us know below. The joint practices with the Patriots were a proving ground, and the defense didn't let up. Even without Jefferson, McCarthy showed resilience, but Flores' disguises are no joke. With the regular season closing in, this unit could be the key to a deep playoff run. Vikings fans, are you as hyped for this defense as I am? Drop a skull in the comments if you're ready for some chaos. Speaking of chaos, the backup QB situation is heating up. With Sam Howell starting the second preseason game against the Patriots, the Vikings are still sorting out who's QB2. Howell went 11 of 13 for 105 yards, showing some flash, but he fumbled a snap. Meanwhile, undrafted free agent Max Brosmer is turning heads with his smarts. Who do you want backing up McCarthy? Let's debate in the comments. Howell brings experience with 18 NFL starts, but his 2023 season with the Commanders was rough, 65 sacks taken. Brosmer, a local kid from Minnesota, fits O'Connell's system like a glove, and The Athletic praised his red zone work. With Brett Rippon also in the mix, this battle's far from over. Vikings Nation, who's got the edge for QB2? Your vote matters. The backup QB race is critical because McCarthy's still a rookie, and injuries can happen. Howell's got the arm, but Brosmer's got the brains. O'Connell's system thrives on precision, so this decision could make or break some games. With roster cuts around the corner, who's making the 53-man roster? Share your predictions, and let's keep the Vikings talk rolling. Let's zoom out to the bigger picture. The Vikings are a 14-win team with sky-high expectations. NFL.com's Kevin Patra says McCarthy's stepping into a Porsche of an offense with Jefferson, Addison, and Hockenson. But the pressure's on. Can he keep the engine humming after Darnold's breakout 2024? What's your confidence level in this squad, Vikings fans? The offense is loaded, but McCarthy's had his ups and downs in camp. The Athletic noted he's faced tough days against Flores' defense, but his joint practice against the Patriots, 16 of 19 with 5 TDs, shows he's got the goods. With O'Connell's play calling and a beefed-up O-line, this team could be a playoff juggernaut. Are we Super Bowl bound? Drop your bold takes below. Here's the reality check. The NFC North is a gauntlet. The Lions, Packers, and Bears are all coming for us. McCarthy's got to stay poised, and the defense needs to keep swarming. With the season just weeks away, every practice is a chance to build chemistry. Vikings Nation, what's the one thing this team needs to dominate in 2025? Let's hear it. As we wrap up, let's give a shout out to our undrafted free agents making noise. The Vikings have a knack for finding gems, and GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's track record is stellar. Players like Max Brosmer and others are fighting for roster spots. And A to Z Sports says Kwesi's UDFA signings are a game-changer. Who's your sleeper pick to make the team? Brosmer's not the only one turning heads. Running back Xavier Scott was a standout in the preseason, per The Athletic, and his vision could earn him a spot behind Jones and Valladay. With roster cuts on August 26th, these underdogs have a chance to shine. Vikings fans, who's your favorite dark horse? Drop their name in the comments. The clock's ticking, and the final preseason game against the Chargers is our last chance to see these guys in action before the real deal. Will Valladay, Scott, or Brosmer make the cut? Will McCarthy keep dazzling? Stay tuned, because Vikings news is your go-to for all the latest. Skol, baby, who's your breakout star? Vikings Nation, we're just getting started. The 2025 season is shaping up to be epic, and we need your energy to keep the purple pride alive. Smash that like button, drop your hottest takes in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest Vikings news. Share this video with your fellow Skol fans, and let's get ready for a wild ride. Skol Vikings. See you next time.